Did anything change, or like what is the conversation around teaching like after the Trump administration like shut down the Department of Education?
There wasn't a direct conversation around that. It was more of in a scenario that we feel the trickle down effect. What are we gonna do? All right. Now, our state superintendent pulled up. He went throughout North Carolina and talked to teachers, talked to the union, talked to anyone involving a child, from a nurse, a principal, our superintendent, district superintendent pulled up. Shout out to her. She pulled up and he just said, we're going to go through 4 questions. I'm not going to say nothing. You talk. That was a scribe somewhere writing, but we just aired out our grievances.
What were the questions?
What is, we like to start off because we can literally grieve all day. We can talk. We can just talk negative about what's going on. We can vent all day. But let's start out with a positive. What's happening now that we should continue? Okay, like it was stuff like that. Another question was, what is a big change you want to see? And everyone's always saying cell phones. And what is something you want to see in the future? When we talk about that, it was cell phones, things we see, I think more recognition to our certified staff. So not just the teachers or social workers. We're talking about the cafeteria. We're talking about the bus drivers, custodians, hall monitors. Like, they got a job too. Stuff like that. Like, let's put more recognition on them, give them more money if need be, if we can find it, figure it out. That's what the questions were. He pulled up, definitely went around that. But there wasn't an indirect conversation about if that shuts down, how would that affect us? Now, it's probably still trickling down. It's probably in the state Senate, state legislation. They figuring it out. But even at the state level, even at the county level, we've hit some things. I can't go too far into my district to be exact, but
what were some of those positive things that people were saying that they like? I
gotta think hard about that one.
And also, while you think about that, also I just feel like since we were kids, bro, like it felt like schooling was behind. Like the education system felt like Windows XP in this world of like Apple and like AI and ChatGPT. Like, I don't know. It's like, maybe I know in one hand, having institutions in America that move slowly is a form of like stability. Yeah. Like, because sometimes drastic change can do more harm than good.
Yeah, we have.
But it feels like the education system has a long way to go to catch up to the times.
I will tell you this. I just learned that, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm shocked and still trying to figure out how is it possible, but we're ahead of China when it comes to education.
Ahead? You sure about that?
Hey, man, I just came from...
And what?
I just came from the flagship school of America.
What is that? UVA?
Yeah.
Well, what are the metrics they're basing that on? Because from what I see, like we said earlier, you can pull it up. Like our kids can't read.
Our kids can't read. All right, so we're talking about college.
We're talking about college only, not high school.
Not high school. I'm speaking on the college level. And when I say the college level, he was speaking about how, look, if you look at our iPhones, there's at least 40 patents in our phones from like 4 different components. And the way the R&D...
Keep going. You're good.
The way the R&D is set up, it's a lot of this is tested through college. It's set up and tested through college to the point that it goes to the big corporations. That's how a lot of folks get internships. All right. So in the college higher education world, we're ahead of China. Now, high school wise, what's the transition like? You got to think about it. We start out with a whole lot of freshmen, and then by the time they graduate, we get to just a few. Think about it. Folks in your high school from freshman year all the way to senior ain't there no more, right? Folks can drop out at 16.
Well, I guess in my school we didn't have many dropouts. The majority of us were still there.
Okay, cool. That's amazing. Not over here though. Not in where I'm at. It's very much changed. But then what I'm saying in college, a lot of freshmen, everybody slams down senior year. A lot of people ain't there no more. Now, that mean not saying they stopped going to school, but in those 4 years as a traditional student, it does switch up. So if they're going based on that data of those that dropped off and stopped school, that could be it. But we know off real, we look at our phones right now, We listen to a grocery store conversation. We see a badass kid in the floor, and someone says he can't read. That is the negativity that we're going to hear everywhere else. No one's going to say, like, yeah, he can read on grade level. He got all the accelerated reading points. He read all the books in the library. Like my grandmother, she was the principal of the first integrated school in Forsyth County. Her library was full of comics. Just read something.
Comics?
Comics. Yeah, Boom Pow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what it was. Just read something and, try and write something.
It's about knowing how to, like, think critically.
Think critically, yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
the other thing. And when they start thinking critically, oh my gosh. They just hide in their Nike Techs and ski masks and just smoke their vapes. And all you see is steam come out. That ain't steam from the head, that's the vapes.
What does it say? It's complex to definitively say whether the U.S. or China has a better overall education system. Both countries have strengths and weaknesses in different areas. The U.S. excels in higher education, what you're saying, with many top-ranked universities and a focus on critical thinking and creativity, while China prioritizes science and engineering and has made significant strides in improving its education system, particularly in STEM fields.
Yeah. Hey, the flagship said it.
The flagship?
The flagship of our great nation.